Hi friends, this is a short video on why India lost the one-off test against England, helping England square the series 2-2. Looking back at the match, we can always say that there is a proverb like success has many fathers while failure is an orphan. But in this case, we feel failure also has got a lot of fathers as far as the Indian team is concerned. So one thing we need to remember from this test is that bowlers alone cannot win matches. We also need batsmen to score a good amount of runs. That's what seems pretty obvious in this series. So we want to analyze step by step. So first to the batsmen. So as usual, the openers failed in the first innings. It was left to Pant and Jadeja to salvage some prestige. So they did score a lot of runs. But in hindsight, we feel that a score of over at least 600 in the first innings would done India a lot of good. As usual, Kohli failed in both the innings. So we really don't know what for is Kohli being retained in this team. Probably he should take a break and really give Test cricket a skip and probably improve his form and then come back to Test cricket. So mere reputation is not going to help Kohli in any way. Again, if you look at the batting strength for this series, if you see Hanuma Vihari and Shreyas Iyer, Gill, all of them don't even have more than 10 or 15, 20 test matches experience. So for a critical overseas test, so how can we have rookies coming in out of 5 batsmen? So I think the overseas ploy is play with 5 batsmen, 1 keeper and 5 bowlers. And majority of them fail. Definitely the score is not going to look good. So in the first innings, we saw both the openers and Virat Kohli, Hanuma Vihari, all of them failed, including Shreyas Iyer. So it was left to again both Jadeja and Pant to salvage some prestige. So that definitely 5 batsmen when they fail out of 11, where is the team heading to? So really is the team management looking into this aspect? And Kohli, once he started the operation of neglecting Ashwin since last year, if you have seen his form has gone into deterioration mode. So when you have some grudge against someone, definitely it's going to impact your performance. People may not like what I say, but if you look at Kohli's overseas scores, ever since last year, they decided to sideline Ashwin. It has really gone downhill. And definitely looking at the turn that Leach extracted, Ashwin would have been a good bet on this test. Again, in the second innings, only Pujara scored out of the top 5 and remaining again failed. So when he, out of score of 20 innings, like 20 wickets, if 9 wickets are gone cheaply, how do you expect the remaining to really play well? And that's what has happened in this test match. So bowlers alone cannot win matches, batsmen need to score runs. And next comes to the bowlers. Again, we feel that Bumrah was really good and he really scored a good amount of runs against Broad. So probably I think that seemed to have caught up with the team and they felt that this test was already won in the first innings. That's what I feel. Test cricket is played over sessions. So I think my guess is they took it too casual is what I feel after the first inning. I'm taking a healthy lead against England. I think India felt that the match was already won. But looking at how England played against New Zealand, both Bairstow and Stokes really brought England back into the game. India should have been more cautious and should have been on their guard and not let down their guard. So Bumrah and Shami bowled really well in the first innings. But again, second innings, probably the conditions improved or we really don't know. But support bowlers didn't play their role properly. And both Mohammad Siraj and Thakur, they really came a cropper in the second innings. If you look at both of them, they consider more than 180 runs, nearly 160 to 170 runs out of around 20-25 overs, like one day international. So definitely they need to, Rahul Dravid needs to take a look at their performance and really see if they're really needed abroad. And Shardul Thakur, definitely I think we need to see if he needs to be in the overseas team. So we are picking bowlers for their batsmanship and batsmen for what, I don't know. That's what seems to be the reason for this defeat. And coming back to the bowlers, I think both innings they consider around 80 extras, out of which nearly byes were a good amount of number. And coming back to Pant's wicket-keeping skills, they really, it needs to be improved. So he has considered more than 20-25 byes. A wicketkeeper is measured by the amount of byes he concedes. So in this case, Pant has considered a lot of byes both in the second innings. Definitely he needs to improve his keeping. Batting alone is not good enough. So he did score a good amount of runs in the second innings. But again, we can't always expect Pant to deliver. So imagine this test had both Pant and Jadeja failed. What would have happened? I think the match would have been got over in a couple of days. That's what we feel. So from looking at the Indian team's perspective, I think we need to really look at the team's composition and not hold grudges against any specific player. Winning is not always important. Winning is the only thing. That's what should come into the minds of the players. And looking at the England team, they really regrouped. And definitely Bairstow is their newfound strength. Definitely is very confident and is able to score quick runs also, like Sehwag. But again, he has proved his mettle only in England. So we need to see how he plays in Australia or overseas. So definitely has helped England win the series against New Zealand and square the series against India. But I personally feel that he may fail abroad. So his real test is going to be in Australia and definitely in India. So if he succeeds there also, definitely we can laud him as a great batsman. But again, all the best England, you played well. And for India, definitely we need to look at the batting strength. Are the batsmen really good enough? So we need to have a good set of batsmen also who can score good amount of runs abroad. So that is, I think, the sole reason for this defeat. Once again, thanks for watching.
Please wear your mask at all times. Don't go out unnecessarily. That's the way you can stop the spread of COVID.
Projects whose foundation stone is being laid are prestigious Bengaluru-Chennai Expressway of 262 kilometers costing rupees 14,872 crores will pass through states of Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu and connect two metro cities of Bengaluru and Chennai. It will facilitate high-speed commuting and decrease travel time by 2 to 3 hours. This mega project will cross Rayala Elephant Forest Reserve and Mahi Mandalam Reserve Forest. To preserve the natural habitat here, elevated corridors and underpasses are proposed. Elevated road from Chennai Port to Madura Voyal costing rupees 5,852 crore. Four-laning of Meraluru to Dharmapuri section and upgradation work of Meensurutti Chidambaram section will provide seamless connectivity. Development of multimodal logistic park near Chennai costing rupees 1,428 crores will provide seamless intermodal freight movement and also offer multiple functionalities. Railway are the lifeline of the nation. For the convenience and comfort of the passengers, 5 railway stations Chennai Egmore, Rameshwaram, Madurai Junction, Kattapadi Junction and Kanyakumari are being redeveloped with ultra-modern amenities. These projects will improve connectivity, reduce traffic jams, save fuel cost, give boost to agriculture, industrial and tourism sectors, which in turn will generate employment. Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat is fast becoming a reality with ultra-modern infrastructure which will provide high-quality, dependable and sustainable services to the people of the country.
தேங்க்ஸ் ஃபார் வாட்சிங். இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சிருந்தா லைக் பண்ணுங்கள், ஷேர் பண்ணுங்கள், சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணுங்கள். தேங்க்ஸ்.